So let's drill down a little bit on that. Obviously, it can help create content that then could be used to be posted on social media. We won't, a variety of social media, obviously. But let's talk a little bit about that as well. Why is active posting so important, and how is AI deployed in those social media outlets to learn how to attract prospects? Because that's part of why we would want to use it to make our business more successful. So let's tackle both of those. First off, why is regular posting so important? And then what happens on the back end of social media as far as AI and training a pixel as an example?
Yeah. So very few of us have, the actual algorithms to, you know, to various social platforms, but I think we all kind of understand that these platforms, they favor a couple things, consistency, as well as penetration.
Okay.
So, if you have consistency with your posts, there's a there's a beneficial relationship between the two, right? The platform, your content is really not yours in this case. You're loaning it to, for example, LinkedIn, right? It's on that platform. And so you got to play by the rules, and that's just the world that we live in today. So consistency is important. So who has the time
Right.
to write, a 250 word article every day and a 750 word article, every week? That's the world we live in. And then of course, specifics with the market penetration, is another aspect that, they favor likes or follows and so on and so forth. If you're hitting your audience with your posts, you're going to get, at the end of the day, more exposure. So being able to really accomplish both of those with your content creation, with using AI, that's what you should focus on. Consistency, keeping that up with speed, that's clearly an advantage of AI. And of course, making sure that's hyper focused on your particular demographic to ensure that you're getting the most exposure.
We'll kind of bring that together here in just a moment. But before I do that, that's the pluses, right? But there could be some downside to AI. Let's drill down on that a little bit as far as content creation, the downside on content creation. Where could AI slow things down as far as an example, misinformation or AI makes up information? Where could AI sort of slow things down? Kind of drilling down on that a little bit.
Yeah. So, our consulting firm, we develop a lot of automation as well. In an aspect, AI can, in a support activity, respond to common questions, right? So the quality of your answers is important because you could be finding yourself in a damage control situation,
Right,
right?
right.
So, obviously, if you haven't trained it well, and picked up the cues, you could find yourself in a bit of trouble, with that. Of course, creating content, if you hallucinate and, if it hallucinates and it creates a bunch of, inconsistencies with this, you could be communicating the wrong message at the very least to your market. In financial services as well, we have, a number of compliance and regulatory things we got to be careful about as well. And two, I'm just going to add to this, Jody, as well, as more and more AI generated content comes to the scene, the quality needs to be very human-like. Creating drafts, but a human touch will need to be, in the final conclusion, because I'm at a point now where I can spot an AI generated, a general chat GPT 3.5. I can spot one of those articles a mile away, right?
Right.
So it's important that we take the time to train that, because we could be even turning away our audience,
Right.
with low quality content.
No, makes sense. Makes sense. So it definitely takes a skill. It takes a know-how. And if you don't have that skill, you don't have that know-how, that's what the producer's firm is here for, is to introduce you to the experts such as Justin and his organization to introduce you to the tools and resources that can help you run a more efficient, profitable business. So just kind of circling back on that, what I'm hearing you say is if you are active on social media, if that's a way for you to attract new customers, being regularly active multiple times per week is critically important. Being very targeted in your messaging is critically important. Training an AI tool to help you curate that content is really takes an expertise. That's what you're saying, Justin?
You got it.
And then that regularity of posting with that specific content will on the social media platform begin to train social media and their AI and their algorithms how to bring to you your ideal prospect, because it's learning too. So your AI is learning, the social media AI is learning, and if it's taught properly, it could be a very, very, very powerful tool. So let's talk about some real life use case use studies of AI in our experience at the producers firm. And I'm going to do this on a broad level. We're not going to talk about specific tools, but these are tools that are available that many of the folks that do business with us are currently using. We as a firm are using. Justin is bringing even more tools to our firm that are helping the people that we work with and support. So let's talk about a particular live situation that may apply to those of you that are with us. Let's say that you want to do a marketing campaign. Let's say you want to do a workshop as an example. Well, there are AI tools that will scour the area, the mapping area that you want to do your workshop in, and scour that area for the particular demographic that you're looking for. Now, the upfront, like Justin, you brought out, you have to be very specific in what you're looking for. You have to have a keen knowledge of the market that you are attacking. The broader the spectrum, the less useful the tool. But if you, through your experience, have identified the particular client that you're wanting to attract, and then teach AI the language, the messaging, the information, they can seek out that person. They can find out their interests. They can find out their potential net worth. They can find out life-changing events that they're facing. They could find out if they have stock in the company that they work for. There's a myriad of information that AI can help you assimilate to begin your marketing campaign. With that information, AI can help you curate bespoke content and messaging in your outreach to that individual, either through the initial advertisement, in follow-up emails, in follow-up contacts, perhaps through social media. Once the person has come in for an appointment, AI can then help you know exactly what's going to resonate, or primarily what's going to resonate with that prospect. So your agenda, your messaging, the information that you have on the table resonates exactly with what that person is looking for. And then ongoing messaging can be curated through AI as a time saver, but also that will resonate directly with that prospect. All of these tools not only will help you more efficient, but it'll help create a better experience for your client, your customer, your potential customer, and your current customers. So those are just an example of some of the tools that we have seen utilized in the AI world. But I know there's more. So Justin,